Hi everyone, I'm Professor Sally Eaves and a very warm welcome to the Ericsson Spotlight series, 5G software, how to realise the full potential of 5G core. We're looking at the changing shifts in the telecommunications industry to understand how 5G software has the potential to revolutionise how and when entire mobile networks will be upgraded, potentially in just seconds. Joining me today for part 3 of this series is Arvinder Anand, VP, Head of Enterprise Architecture and End-to-End Solutions and Device Verification for North America Digital Services at Ericsson. Welcome, Arvinder. It's great to have you here today.
Same here. Thank you.
Thank you. And I recently spoke with your colleagues Pio Afarola about the industry momentum all around 5G core and where Ericsson is supporting CSPs along their software journey. You're sitting right at the cutting edge of this change in North America and witnessing this transformation firsthand. And I think really a step change ahead of other regions typically around transforming networks. So what are your customers saying to you about why they're investing in increased levels of automation for 5G?
So firstly, it is great to be in a region where 5G is real and service providers are leading in terms of deploying 5G radio or core to provide new services for consumers and enterprises. So Sally, one thing mostly all service providers do understand that opportunities will not suddenly appear because of 5G data speeds or deploying every 3GPP network element. What is needed, a major transformation in the ways of working and the implementation of the proper technology to enable flexibility and openness to harness the full business potential that 5G will bring. So one thing what we see with explosive growth in cloud application usage, mobile devices, extending connectivity and computing to the edge with 5G. The expectation is that network will deliver more diverse set of services, addressing more in many industries with highly different expectation on network services and business models. As a result, service providers are increasing an increased level of automation to help respond to increased demands to shorten the time from idea to deployable service, scale to meet the demands of increasing traffic customers, and lower the total cost of ownership. I'll just quote one of my friend, one of a senior VP from Tier 1 said, we have a lot of service complexity and there is a tremendous amount of device complexity out there. All this creates a pressing need for automation. So automation will be their corner strategy to succeed.
Absolutely fantastic quote there. And it really resonates with my personal experience as well, both kind of with a CTO hat on in the past in telecoms and also as a change manager within a CSP. That trajectory around automation, we were already getting to that point. And I know I wish I was in that role now with the benefit of that technology, if you see what I mean. It's such a difference. But I think also alongside that factors such as alignment with business and IT, but also culture, skills and education implications as well as we go through these changes, bringing those together, I think so important for that trajectory ahead. And as part of that, what are you seeing in terms of how CSPs are embarking on their automation journey, the steps that they're following and the best practice you've seen from your personal experience working with them so closely?
So it depends on whom you ask. They have a different start point based on their technical strengths and weaknesses and long-term business strategy. So one thing is common. They all understand the key enablers for technology and need for it like automation, orchestration, CI/CD, cloud native, and a need for consistent platform that is designed and optimized to support the required ways of working. In terms of best practices, what we are seeing, service providers are taking a holistic approach for automation across organization than a monolithic approach. Service providers are migrating applications to cloud native microservices to enable scalability, flexibility, and modularity. Service providers are embracing continuous integration and deployment to enable speed and turnaround for application software. And service providers are also exploring partnership in the ecosystem for enterprise use cases and monetize their network assets. And most important, they are very active in standard bodies to help harden define the interfaces to improve interoperability. Ericsson is partnering and spearheading in many of these initiatives with them. So in North America, what I see, mostly all the tier ones have already embarked on the automation journey. And now the big effort is to expand, industrialize, and monetize.
Fantastic. I think excellent overview there of these three pillars, really. So automation, orchestration, cloud native transformation, and continuous integration and deployment. Absolutely spot on. And kind of looking now maybe at the case studies, what are you seeing in terms of real world use cases now that are being explored currently within the North America region?
So there is no one size fits all automation pathways. In North America, we have automation use cases ranging from enterprise, SD-WAN, private network, end-to-end network slicing, RAN, core, 5G, 4G core, and IT assets. I'll just share some of the proof points. Rogers rolled out Canada's first 5G core network. They used Ericsson orchestration solutions was used to deploy and operationalize a full standalone solution within a significantly reduced time in few weeks. Another proof point, Verizon providing SD-WAN solution to enterprises using Ericsson Orchestrator. And assurance has resulted in significantly reduced time from months to weeks to days. And I'll also share some other proof point based on those technology enablers, whether continuous integration and deployment for charging and activation system has brought up numerous efficiencies, from increasing the total number of feature drops and also reducing the duration of maintenance windows. Test automation is another technology enabler. For both 4G and 5G for network functions have resulted in huge OpEx savings. And deployment automation of IMS function has resulted in reduction of maintenance time in production from several hours to minutes. And we also have end-to-end network slicing, which spans across core, transport, RAN devices. And we are enabling using our service orchestration solution for automation. And all the use cases we are showcasing from our Ericsson Distributed Innovation Center, 5G Lab Hub in Plano, where Ericsson has heavily invested to build the competence and use cases closer to our customer base in North America. So in North America, service providers have already started experiencing the benefits and gains of automation.
That is so clear. And I think those statistics say it all, really. I think particularly in the current time as well, that need to innovate, that need to do more with less in cost-constrained times, particularly around IT budgets, etc. What you're showing there in terms of performance impact, really significant. So thank you so much. I think fantastic discussion today. Some great examples and experiences and insights shared with your work with leading CSPs. So for me, 5G Core, most definitely a software game. And kind of to wrap things up, with what you've seen firsthand with CSPs, if you could share some of the challenges you've seen, but also some of the recommendations with helping CSPs embark on their similar journey.
So in terms of technology challenges are mostly related to the lack of holistic approach and missing early adoption of automation. What we would recommend is the ways of working and technology need to be understood as a whole, along with complementary roles that technology plays. Technology enablers are there, but the changes to the ways of working need to happen to leverage them. The most important part is also people's challenges. People's challenges are far tougher than the technology ones. It is recommended for structural changes to capitalize on automation by merging or redistributing responsibilities across networks and IT teams. What I would say, flexibility and openness to address new ways of working are going to be vital for operators to harness business potential that 5G will bring.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I couldn't agree more. I love the way you ended that about technology, but also people, process, and culture too. Couldn't agree more. So thank you so much for your time today. And for everybody watching as well, please make sure to check this link below to learn more about the entire series and ensure you see parts 1 and 2 as well. Thanks so much for watching and thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thank you so much.